My name's John Turner. I'm Ryan's dad. Looking forward to meeting all of you soon. Just want to welcome you here to this event that really none of us really wanted to attend, but it's great getting together to see y'all. If I get a little emotional, sorry about that, but before I get started, I just want to thank Ann Niswit Jones and Leslie for putting this event together. They did all the hard work to get us here. I also want to thank the Howard School for allowing us to do this event here. This is the perfect place to do a celebration of Rashard Walker's life. The Howard School is a really special place. As a parent of Ryan, it's a special place where Rashard and many of us here had a lot of great memories. So it's appropriate that we celebrate here today. As you all know, Rashard was tragically taken away from us. And all of us are here because we love Rashard. We love being with Rashard. My belief in faith is convinced that Rashard is in a better place now. Rashard's in heaven with his godmother Jeanette, who is also important for getting him here at the Howard School. I'm imagining Jeanette's by his side giving Rashard some advice right now. So, God bless. These pictures, I hope you all had a chance to kind of look at the pictures that we share of Rashard. In those pictures, you can see the smile and the joy that Rashard possessed. And I think in talking to a bunch of you in the room, that's what you all remember about Rashard, was his smile, his joy, his passion. So for those of you that sent some of these pictures today, thank you very much. It's been great kind of seeing those pictures. It's very, very emotional. We all cared for Rashard's well-being. We all had roles in his life, be it family, friend, teacher, coach, employer. We all gave Rashard advice, guidance, and support. Now, at times, he might not have liked the advice that we gave him, and at times, he might not have agreed with the decisions, or we might not have agreed with the decisions that Rashard made, but we all loved him. Everybody makes mistakes, and it's all part of growing up, but that was part of Rashard's charm. Rashard has a wonderful family, and I hope you had a chance to meet with them today. Felicia, his mother, Carol, his grandmother, Douglas, his brother, Deshauna, his sister, and his uncle Lamar and other friends and families from Rashard's family are here. Rashard called me Daddy-O. I Googled Daddy-O, and it means a small freshwater fish that likes to get eaten. That's my favorite fish. So I don't think that's what he intended of me. But it's cool. He'd call up and say, "Hey, Daddy-O," and I'd say, "Hey, Rash." So my definition of Daddy-O is just an older guy with gray hair that really cared a lot about Rashard's well-being. So but Daddy-O is a special word for me. I first met Rashard when he was 12. Rashard came over to the house with Xavier Willi, and after being at the Howard School, and we played catch in the front yard. And I just remember that he was polite, he was friendly, he was athletic. You can see all the pictures. He loved playing sports. But he had that wonderful smile that you couldn't resist. And from the age of 12 till just a few days ago, Rashard had a special place in my heart. I, like the rest of you, wanted to provide Rashard with the skills and the knowledge he needed to be happy and successful. And that's what I think we all wanted for Rashard. We all wanted him to be happy, so that's why it's so difficult for us to be here today. So I now want to read you an opening prayer that's going to begin the service. Help us, God, to focus on that which enables us to keep going. Remind us that time will never ease the memories, and that for a moment we're not alone as we sit here together. We give thanks for times we had with our loved ones, both ups and downs of living life. But most of all, we're grateful for love, which is stronger than death. Help us to bear our sorrow without bitterness, to look forward slowly, one day at a time, and to gain some comfort from those who can help ease our pain. Be with us now as we encourage and support each other. Amen.
Amen. That's tough to follow right there. Thank you. Yeah, again, thank you all for coming. Didn't expect to see everybody on these terms, but it's good to see y'all. It really is. It's going to be a tough one, so bear with me. I just wanted to say a few things as well. Rashard meant a lot to me, as most of y'all know. But yeah, so we'll just dive right into this. As we all gather here today to celebrate the life of Rashard, who all of us knew as either a son, a friend, a teammate, and on top of that, just a bright light in so many of our lives. While all of our hearts are definitely heavy with grief in this moment, let's also hold on to the countless memories we all shared with him that kept us all happy and special. If you knew Rashard, like my dad said, you knew his smile. Radiant, contagious, the kind that would light up any room, even on the darkest days. Smile wasn't just about joy. It was a reflection of the warmth and love that he carried for all the people in his life. Rashard had a sense of humor that could make anyone laugh. I don't care who you are. No matter what they were going through, he always had a way of turning the ordinary into something unforgettable. Filling our days with laughter, jokes, and just pure joy. If there was ever a moment of silence in a room, you could count on Rashard to break it with something hilarious, reminding us all not to take life too seriously. And then I want to talk about something a little happier. His love for basketball. That's something I always noticed and loved about him. Basketball wasn't just a game to Rashard. It was his passion, his dream, his way of expressing himself truly. He played with heart, with fire, with a determination that showed he wasn't just chasing a dream, he was living it. He had big goals, but bigger dreams. Losing Rashard definitely is a space for all of us that can never truly be filled. But instead of focusing on what we've lost, let us carry forward what he gave us. His laughter, his love, his passion, and his unwavering belief in chasing a dream. In honoring him, let us strive to live with the same energy and ambition and kindness that he showed every day. Rest easy, Rashard. Your light will never fade. Your spirit will live on in all of us. I love you, my brother. Thank you.
I'm going to pick up Douglas, his brother.
So today, I want to share with you guys a song that I made for my brother. It was really hard to make. Like, I couldn't stop crying. I can't believe he's gone. But I just wanted to make a song that truly expresses how I feel about him.
time to have a few other people speak, and this is good. Did I miss something? Oh, I'm so sorry. My bad. That was an MC error.
Gotta get one of
I'm
those.
going to read Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table for me before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overfloweth. Surely goodness and mercy shall flow for me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Hey, I'm Miss Wade. I first met Rashard when he was a 6th grade student in my class here at Howard. Middle school Rashard approached everything with a joy for life that was truly authentic and magnetic. We all remember his smile that was both sweet and mischievous at the same time. As a teacher, I appreciated him having the ability to be a jokester without crossing the line. He liked having fun and making others smile, whether it was dressing up as Howie the Hawk for our championship volleyball game, or sharing one of his sort of on-topic jokes during class. We all appreciated his ability to bring a fun energy to whatever he was doing. Rashard also loved to learn, even though it wasn't always easy. I also remember his focused face when he was really putting his attention into a challenging assignment. It's really the only other face I remember him wearing besides the huge smile. Rashard loved people, and he valued his relationships. He considered himself quite the ladies' man, and took pride in his many friendships throughout high school. Rashard came to live with us, my husband Diamond and myself, and our kids, for a little while after he graduated from high school, while he was figuring out that whole transition to young adulthood. This was a very different time than middle school, with new challenges, big decisions to make. Things weren't easy, and he faced some real setbacks. But through it all, he still wore that same sweet, mischievous smile and never lost his genuine sense of joy. May the memory of Rashard be a reminder to all of us to have fun, find the joy, and to know that no matter how hard things get, there's always something to smile about.
My name is Diamond Jones. I met Rashard while he was a high school student here. I knew him through the sports program and through the classroom as well. And then later on, I was tasked with helping him graduate and working with him one-on-one. And over the years, including him taking road trips with us to Indiana and camping out in a rainstorm, things like that. Over the years, I just fell in love with his energy and his spirit. He was funny. He could always make me laugh genuinely. I didn't have to fake it like we have to do with kids sometimes. Say some stuff that would just crack me up. And I used to say to Amy all the time that Rashard has this sparkle in his eye, that little glint in his eye. Everybody in this room, we've all been a part of his life, and that's why we're here today. We're all people that loved him and poured into his life, and this is really an example of how powerful community can be. And he's got a lot of different communities in this room, and I'd like to speak for us all and say that we just pray and wish for relief and grace for his family going through this tragedy. Today makes me think about one thing, and I want to share that with you. What is our purpose here in life? What's our purpose on earth? Not that we have just one, we probably have several, but I would suggest that one of our purposes should be to love each other unconditionally and maintain a universal just love for humanity. Because you never know what somebody's going through when you see them out in the street, you know, in the grocery store line, or somebody road raging on you. You never know what they're going through. We gotta look through those things and look to the inside of those people and know that, you know, it takes humanity, love for humanity to keep this thing going. And there's sometimes that we're gonna need help from other people, right? And then there's times that we need to be there to help other people. And we don't always wanna do that, but it's kind of our job, it's our purpose. With that, I think our other purpose is to see the best in people, see their potential, like really look for the best in people, really look for their potential, and look for that spark inside of them, because we all have it, and everybody wants to be appreciated, so look for the spark in the people in your lives. And today, I want us all to remember Rashard's spark.
So this is an opportunity for anybody in the room that wants to add a few words. I'll bring the mic to you.
I appreciate everybody for being here. And I know it's kind of hard for everybody. But I love everybody that knows him, that love my son. The smile that he have, he got it from me. The love that he have, he got it from me. And the joy that he have, he got it from me. That's why everybody knows that love Rashard. Rashard is my heart. And everybody that I know, his friends, y'all my sons, and God told me that I'm not gonna let y'all go at all. I wanna see the best in y'all, in all my heart, that I'm going through, that I didn't want this to go through, but I know everybody had love for my son and love for me, because I bring the joy, everybody that can't see. And I always tell everybody this, as a poem that I wrote from my heart, how to love a red rose. Learning to love yourself before you love anyone else beside yourself. If anyone comes beside your heart, a true rose cannot fall apart. When a great rose falls apart, it's from the bottom of my heart, it's from the grace of God. Because I am a loving, caring, hiding type of woman, and a mother should see. Everybody can't be perfect. Every parent can't be perfect. Every child can't be perfect. I see every day, all these kids out here getting killed for no reason at all, and losing their life. It's not how it's supposed to be. I know everybody going through a whole lot, because every child come near me. They know they feel my heart and my spirit, because I'm always there. I don't care if I'm not your mother, I'm not your grandmother. God asked me to do this for a reason, to show love, support, and honor, not negativity. You gotta show positive towards somebody. Because every day, I know everybody's not gonna live, because it's a reason for God to send you there, for a reason. I'm giving this to the one that asked you to have Rashard, and show love. All y'all show love to Rashard, the one that I see. I'm giving this to you and your wife and Ron and all of y'all. But this is from me. But this is what I see every day. Because Rashard always talk and tell me everything he's upset or anything, he will call me regardless. But I ain't seen none of y'all in a long time. And I'm trying to pray for y'all every day. And I do it every day. Because this is who I am. And this is who Rashard is. Even though everybody gonna make that mistake, regardless. However hard to be. But I'm giving this to you. Because you show very inspiration to Rashard as a father that he couldn't find at all. And I appreciate it more than anything for Rashard. Because I know he called you, you his dad, you his mom, you his friends, and everybody, because I love every last one of y'all. But y'all my children, and that's what God asked me to do, and to say, y'all my family that I never met in my life. Because I know he's going through a whole lot, but I know Janetta, she's an inspiration to me. You've been an inspiration to me, and always, all y'all been an inspiration to me. Y'all motivate me to keep going, keep getting stronger. Don't let nothing hold you back or anything, or let nothing happen to you at all. I know, and I said that time I just said I had to let go and move forward and be strong and keep holding on, because that's what God have in store for everybody that's in here. Let the past go, let it go, because it's too much for me. And I sure do appreciate my sons, his friends, his dad, his mom, and everybody that's sitting here. You got to stay strong, please. Cause I'm getting tired of seeing everybody getting killed, children getting killed, and that hurts me every day, cause I see it. I'm seeing a mother trying to struggle and trying to take care of their kids. But what I did, I gave her some money to take care of the kids, and I even gave them food, because it's my organization that I have for me. Because it's too hard out there for a mother, a single mother. Somebody that don't show no type of love to nobody, just to let them move on. Can't be like that. Cause I cry every day. And I'm still crying for my son, but I know he's here with me. I know Janetta is still here with me, the one that I lost. I lost too many people that in my life. And I said, no, I can't do that. All I know is that just stay strong and hold on. Because this is what Rashard wants. Because I know he put a smile on everybody's face, because he always been like that all his life. But I love every last one of y'all. And they're doing this for me and for my son. And I don't want to lose no child, because I have a son right now. He's in the Army, and I told him about it. He came down here for his brother. I told my daughter everything. Now I know how Rashard is, because Rashard does act just like me. Ryan, I love every last one of y'all. Y'all my boys, and I just want to give y'all a hug. Because I don't want to see nothing happen to any one of my children at all. I love every last one of y'all. I just want to give y'all a hug. Let's keep going. Keep pushing. Stand strong. Because I am somebody. I may be small, but I am somebody. I may be big, but I am somebody. I'm intelligent, I'm smart, and I hold on and keep going strong. because I am somebody. And I just wanna get y'all hooked. I'm gonna lose damn one of y'all.
I still haven't processed it, really, honestly, to today's saying everybody. Rashard was like a brother that I didn't know I needed. I didn't want, honestly. I'm the oldest of 5, so I didn't want another brother. Funny story, Rashard is the reason why the first and only time I got suspended. We used to fight like cats, dogs, but we loved each other. Like no matter how far apart we were, like I knew I always had a brother, you know. This kind of broke my heart because after I had kids, we haven't really seen or heard from each other. I just feel like I let him down. I feel like I wasn't there to be a shoulder, to cry on, to talk to, and listen to. But I feel like this is a reminder for all of us to keep in contact with each other, no matter how old we get, no matter how much life is just hitting us. We just always need to keep in contact with each other, make sure everybody okay, make sure everybody mental health is okay. If we need anything, I'm here, y'all. So I might seem like I'm not here, but y'all can call me, y'all can text me, y'all can come see me. If you need somewhere to sleep, it does not matter. I'm here, okay? And that's it. I love y'all. I love Rashard. I love y'all family. And that's it.
Hi, my name is Jordan. I'm Rashard's ex-girlfriend. It was very, this is so hard. It was an interesting experience dating him, but he was my first love. When I first got to the high school, my friend Crystal introduced me to him, and like we hit it off immediately. Like I'm kind of a jokester, and so was he. And that's the memory I just keep replaying back in my head. Yeah, it's just really difficult. I will always love him and miss him. I can't.
This is hard. I met Rashard back when I was 12, my first year at Howard in 6th grade, just like he was. I had hopped between school and school for almost came out to the great housing. And I had a very hard time. And I was at a point where I was just like, I had to enjoy my life. Rashard brought that back almost immediately. We've all spoken about his humor and the smile that he always had on his face, almost was glued to him. And without a question, not only was he my first friend here in Howard, but probably my first friend, period. And God, was he a moron. He was smart as hell, but you could see some of the stuff he would do and you would just bury your face in your hand. But there was always one thing I could always count on, which was he would always have a smile on his face. Any bad card that he was playing, he would play it off as a joke and keep that joy in his life all the time. And after we all moved on from high school, I had moved states and didn't talk to him much. But that doesn't mean he was never far from my thoughts. The people here, Rashard, everybody has always been close, and I hate that it's been because of this that we're all back together, but I think Rashard would have liked if we took this as an opportunity to to be part of each other's lives again, and to take that joy he gave all of us and to reciprocate it to each other. Rashard, my one biggest regret, probably one of my bigger regrets in the last few years is I did not reach out and see how you were doing. And just to be friends again. I'll miss you, man. And you were one of the best.
Good afternoon, sweetheart. I'm glad to be here. My name is Carol. I'm Charlotte's grandmother. And that was my boy. I raised him ever since he was a baby. And me and Janetta, if it wasn't for being here, he wouldn't be in the school. And I appreciate everything that everyone is doing for him. And right now, it's just hard on me. And I really didn't want to say anything, but now I got to come out and say, that's my boy. Mother John and Miss Witt and the other crew, he wouldn't be where he is. You're not down there where Janetta is now. I hope you're whooping his butt. He sure been a bad boy. Every time something happened to me, he called me Granny. I said, Granny, what now, boy? But I love him very much, and I miss him very much. He always come by and see me. I don't care what he do or how he do, he gonna come by and see his grandmama. And I love him to death. And like I always say, I appreciate everything everybody done done for you on this day, and especially John and Smith, you know. I love him to death. You're not gonna, cause you're gonna stay in my life, as long as God let me stay on this earth. And at least he did bring us 4 kids, and I love the kids to death, boy. They look just like him. And like I said, I appreciate him again. I appreciate everybody. And God love y'all.
How's everyone doing? I'm Rashard uncle. I just want to thank everybody for being here today for this joyous moment, or occasion, whatever you want to call it. I'm not too big on words. Yeah, I'm gonna miss him like crazy. Last time I spoke to him was what, last year, and I won't say August. He was calling me, asking about a job, whatever, and of course he never came through or whatever. I put my stuff in put out there for them, even if they could show up, but still, like I said, I love them to death. I just want to say thank you, everybody. Nice seeing everybody. I never met everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Easier sitting at the table thinking I was going to speak. I don't have anything terribly original to say that everybody has already said about family and community and touching base. And so I just wanted to speak a minute about grief. Grief is not a linear process. They talk about the 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, acceptance, blah, 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 and pardon my language, but that's a bit of BS. That's not how grief works. Grief, you're going to have a happy day, and then you're going to get gobsmacked with the memory, and you're going to cry and hurt all over again. And you never, ever really get to acceptance because you don't accept that that person is gone. You get numb. You remember them always. And we talk about this as a celebration of life, and when it's an older person who dies, it truly is a celebration of everything that they did and what a life they had. And when someone young is taken from us too soon, it's really hard to think of it as a celebration. But I think, as we've all said, Rashard's spirit would want us to celebrate his memories and to remember him with the smile that he gave us. And use this occasion, as everyone has said, to bring it together. And family truly is such an expanding definition. Family is who you're born to. Family is who you live with. Family is your school community, your friend community. Family is such an expansive term. And Rashard was family to all of us. And when you've got that bad day, you're not facing it alone. Reach out to somebody. You see a room full of people who will cry with you, hug you, and get you over that bad place. So that's really what I want to say, is we're not in this alone. Grieve how you need to grieve, and we're going to celebrate and remember him. Does anybody else want to speak before we do the closing prayer? I would, okay, yeah. While I'm walking over there, I'm going to do a sales pitch. Please, before you leave, to sign the memory book. Let me have a memory in it, please and thank you.
I'll walk to the front. It'll probably be a little bit easier for you guys. First off, my name is Will Long. I was Rashard's coach here for 4 years, and it's great to be back here at Howard. See former colleagues, former teachers. I was a Howard school student myself. Obviously, the circumstances are extremely unfortunate, but like Ryan's mom said, I think we need to remember the joy, right? And I think that's one word with Rashard that we can describe. And John said it, Ryan said it in his eulogy as well. And there's a fire, right? Like there was a fire to Rashard coaching him. And again, it's great to see all my former players, students, co-workers, who I haven't seen. I left Howard 10 years ago this year, so it was 2015, to expand in coaching opportunities elsewhere. And so I loved coaching Rashard. Let me be honest with you though, right? And John, I read the fine print. I'm a coach, so we like to talk. I know you said 2 minutes. So I'm gonna try and hold that too. That's Ryan and Neiman. These guys can attest to my post-game parents. I apologize. My post-game speeches went a little bit longer than they should have. So one story I love about Rashard was our senior night. His senior night. It was 2014. We had a good year that year. We had a good year. And one rule we had on our team was we don't curse. Like, we don't curse, right? And so I think you guys who know Rashard noticed that we talked about that fire and that spirit that you had. We ended up losing the game by 6 to a team who beat us by about 25-30 earlier in the year. We had a different game plan and played extremely well. I think, Neiman, you probably had about 6 or 7 blocks in that game too. You played great. And I remember Rashard, it was a fast break, and the kid was coming down. Rashard played great defense, blocked his shot. He said, "Give me that." I said, "Rashard, And he goes back down the other end, hits a layup, and I think we went down 2 or 4. So he just winked at me, he gave me that wink, right? And so I said, all right, that's cool, we'll live with that, right? But again, and you know, Jordan had mentioned this, and same with Ms. Turner, like, it is so good to see you guys again. We are together. I don't think we need to forget that. We are here for you as a coach. My firstborn was born 5 years ago during COVID. He'll be 5 in May. So, you know, just thinking about this, because when I got the news, the first person I texted was Ryan, and my heart was broken. I mean, my world stopped. It's still been hard, right? Just coaching and still in the back of my mind thinking, man, Rashard's gone. Someone, I think Spencer had mentioned this. He had texted me about 2 years ago. I was an athletic director at the time at another school. I was getting ready. It was a finance meeting, budget meetings. Those are important. And I was just going over. It was 5 minutes till the meeting. So, Rashard texted me. I'll text him back. Never texted him back. So that's been really, really difficult for me, right? But we have to remember these good memories, right? I know that's what Rashard would want, right? Remember these good memories we have with him. And to Rashard's family, I thank you. I think for me, I'm blessed to have Rashard in my life, right? I think we all are, who's here in this room, even those who can't make it today. I'm blessed to have him in my life because he helped me. He helped me, right? And look, we had some low lows now. There were some low lows. And we mentioned that. I think we mentioned that, right? But when there were high highs, there were high highs. We saw that beautiful smile Rashard had, right? And like I remember going to timeouts and being upset. It's like, Coach, we got it. And that smile would come on his face, right? I'm like, hey, he's right. Stay poised, stay under control right here, right? And so I thank you guys for allowing him to be in our life. And it was truly a joy to coach him, truly a joy to get to know him over these last, started coaching him in 2010 when I was an assistant. So, you know, however long that is, right? It was just a joy to get to know him. And I know everyone in here loves him. And we just need to stay together. We're here for you, right? I have my own children, right? But you guys are always my kids. Just don't forget that, please. Right? As a coach, the 5% of our job is coaching the sport we coach. Baseball, basketball, whatever it may be. John, I promise I'm almost done. But you guys are our kids, right? You are always our kids. Rashard was definitely one of those ones that I love. Like I said, there were some low lows. When the highs were high, they were really, really high. And I miss him. Again, you know, we can't look back. We can only look forward, right? And so we need to remember those things and be there for each other, right? And I'm so blessed to be a part of this school as a student and as a faculty member, as a coach, whatever the role may be that I've served here in this place. It's beautiful, and it's his life was one that helped me become the person I am now. I know I say that a lot, right? Like with you guys, like my goal is to make you guys better human beings, right? But Rashard definitely helped me become better. And I'm really, really gonna miss him. Really, really gonna miss him. Thank you guys.
I knew Rashard very briefly because he was a freshman and I was a senior. But man, that boy could play. We would do stuff on the blacktop. We would go over to the gymnasium, and I'm the fastest one on the varsity girls team at the time, and he outpaced me. So that's I could not keep up with that one. But sweetest heart, I miss him. I fell out of contact because I went up to South Carolina in Limestone Town. It's called Gaffney, that giant peach off of I-85. And lost touch. And I wish I had been able to come down here and be part of the high school more often. But when I came back from college, my 3 years, that art teacher was not gonna allow me to pass, so I had to change majors. When I came down here, I figured out the time where I could bring brownies in for the high schoolers. because I remember when it was midterm and finals, yeah. It's been so long. So I would just bring in desserts and help everybody out, even if I was a visitor at that point. And he would just light up the world. I'm a loss of words. That's normally not the case here. Ask Spillett. Anyhow, we miss him. I love to see all of y'all faces. I mean, I couldn't recognize half of you, but it's wonderful to see everybody. I pray that the next time this is on better terms. And I've lost that of my words.
Surprise, y'all didn't think I was gonna say anything. The thing that made me and Rashard's relationship so unique is that he was my unofficial brother-in-law. And the thing is that when I hear all of the stories and all of what y'all have to say, what strikes me so hard is that Rashard loved hard. When he loved you, you were there. You were in it. He might be mad at you. You might be mad at him. Y'all butt heads. Like Spencer said, sometimes he could be a little ironic. But we see that with love. Because he was so smart. And, sorry, it's crazy because I just have like years of my own life flash by with his face in it. Rashard loved Ryan, like his brother. The first time that Rashard came over to my house, Ryan made Rashard bike 10 miles in the July heat. He did to my mother's house. And he sat on the couch, and he let his friend have that, you know, but he was his wingman, through and through. He sat on my mother's couch, eating a popcorn, and my mom always made a joke with him that he needed to keep us in line, and that he was the law. And to think that Rashard Walker was the law and was the one to keep us straight on the path was funny. And in a different lifetime, I would have hoped that he would have been there in a different situation, being the law, my brother-in-law. Me and Ryan moved Rashard into our one-bedroom Statesboro apartment because Rashard was struggling. And we thought that maybe, just maybe, getting him the heck out of Atlanta might wake him up. We got him a job at Olive Garden, all three of us, and the Elfie Mobile, going to Olive Garden, working a shift on Friday night, coming home smelling like breadsticks and pasta, and just trying to count our tips and make it by. Rashard made me mad. And I thought the best thing for him was a little tough love. And Rashard has now made me realize that sometimes a hardened heart isn't what others need. Sometimes just sitting there, having space and holding space for somebody and the struggles that we might not have understood is more important than trying to lay down the law and the line of loving somebody in a box. Because Rashard was not a person who belonged in a box. Rashard was out and out. I will miss and I cherish the time that Rashard and I had sitting in our balcony in Statesboro, making our morning coffee while Ryan slept till noon. No offense. Me and Rashard would make our morning coffee. And luckily our balcony was read it earlier this week, and it made me think of this. It says, I write to you out of much affliction and anguish of heart, with many tears, not to cause you pain, but to let you know the abundance of love that I have for you. Rashard loved abundantly, he loved hard, he loved supportively. And we need to continue his light and his spark and his fire through that. Ryan, he loved you very much. And I'm so sorry that your brother died.
Thanks. Thank you, Shelby.
All right. I'm going to do a reading from Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 1 through 4. There's a time for everything and a reason for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to uproot, a time to tear down, and a time to build, a time to weep, and a time to laugh, and a time to mourn, and a time to dance. Now, if you'll read with me the close of the prayer. Eternal rest grant unto them, O Lord, and let perpetual light shine upon them.
May the souls of the faithful departed through
Mercy of God, rest in peace.
Amen.
Well, this was an amazing service. I appreciate everybody. Yes, still up. Those words were amazing that everybody said, so thank you. A little bit of a fun part of our program now is we're going to do a balloon release with biodegradable balloons, Leslie?
Biodegradable balloons.
So, please make your way to the exit behind you.
We've lost some. They went up in the ceiling, so there might not be a balloon for everybody.
Yep, so there might not be a balloon for everybody. So grab